Jai Vigyan, dear student. Today in this session we are going to learn new chapter, that is chapter 12, ratio and proportion. Now let us start with the word ratio. That let us first understand the word ratio. Ratio means in general sense when we compare two quantities, or we can say that comparison of comparison of two quantities is known as ratio. When we compare two quantities, it is known as ratio. Let us, for example, in a fruit basket, one fruit basket is there. In a fruit basket, if there is 5 kg apples, 10 kg mangoes, okay, and another, suppose 15 kg, 10 kg apple, 5 kg apple, 10 kg mangoes, and suppose 15 kg bananas are there. Now, how to find out the ratio, or what is the ratio? As we had studied here that comparison of two quantities is ratio. But when we compare the quantity, it should be always in same unit. So we can only find out the ratio when they are in same unit. Means here it is in kg, here also in kg, here also in kg. So it is very necessary that before finding the ratio, we have to see that all these quantities should be in same unit. So two quantities can be compared only if they have same unit. So now let us see the ratio. So first we have to see the total. 5 plus 15, so it is 5. 1 here, so it is, here 0. 5 plus 5, 10. 1 here, so it is 30. So total 30 kg. Now if we want to find out ratio of apples to mango, then it will be ratio of apple is 5 upon 10. This we can cut, the rest will be 1 upon 2. This which you can write 1 is to 2. The ratio should always write in like 1 is to 2, and this should be always in simplest form. I am repeating again, the ratio should be always, we should always write the ratio in simplest form. So this is 1 is to 2. So ratio of apples to mango is 1 is to 2. In the same way, if we want to find out ratios of mangoes to the total fruit, ratios of mangoes to total fruits, then the number of mango, how much mangoes are there? 10, and total fruits are 30. We can say here 0 0 cut, so it is 1 is to 3. So in this way we can find out the ratios. Again I am repeating, the ratio is when we compare two quantities, it should be, we can find out the ratio. And when we compare two quantities, it should be in a same unit. Then only we can compare quantities. Now let us see exercise 12.1. In exercise 12.1, question number 1 is, there are 20 girls and 15 boys in a class. We can write here number of boys is equal to 20, number of girls is equal to, sorry, number of boys is given 15 and number of girls is equal to 20. Number of boys is equal to 15 and number of girls is equal to 20. So we can say that total student Just we will find here total students is equal to 15 plus 20, which is equal to 35. Now in A we have to find out what is the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys. So we can say that ratio of girls to boys is equal to ratio of girls to boys is equal to girls are 20 and boys are 15. So this will be equal to 4 and 3. We can write here 4 upon 3, which is 4 is to 3. So the ratio of girls to boys is equal to 4 is to 3. Then let us see B. What is the ratio of girls to the total number of students? So ratio of girls to total students is equal to number of girls is equal to 20 and total students are 35. So we can write here 20 and 35 to 4 ja and it is 7 ja. So you can write here 4 upon 7, which is equal to 4 is to 7. So the ratio of girls to total student is 4 is to 7. Now question number 2, 3 are same as we had done. Question number 2, 3 and 4 all are same as we had done. Question number 1, 5 also you can do by yourself. Let us see question number 6. Question number 6. So find the ratio of the following here. First one is 81 to 108. 81 to 108. So we can say ratio is equal to here 81. Here we can say it is 108. These both are divisible by 9. If we see that it will be 9 9 ja and 9 12 ja. Again it is divisible by 3 3 3 ja and 3 4 ja. So it is 3 upon 4. So ratio is 3 is to 4. So we can write here the ratio is 3 is to 4. Now let us see question number 7. First one. Question number 7, the first one, that's question number 7. Again, find the ratio of the following. Here it is given 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. 30 minutes to 1.5 hours. So, ratio is equal to 30 minutes upon 1.5 hours. Earlier we had studied that the ratio is always find out when there is a same unit. So we can see here the 30 minutes of 1.5 hours. So we can convert this 30 minutes, this 1.5 hours, in place of hours we can write 60, because it is 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we can write 60 minutes, minutes cut, 30 into 60 is also cut, this 2, so it is 1 upon 1.5 into 2, 1 upon 3, and so the ratio is equal to 1 is to 3. So the ratio of 30 minutes to 1.5 hour is 1 is to 3. Now let us see question number 8. Here question number 8 is, in question number 8 we can see that in a year Seema earned rupees 1,50,000 and saves rupees 50,000. Find the ratio. Here her earning is given and her saving is given. So first we will find out Seema earns amount Seema earn is equal to rupees 1,50,000. Then it is also given that C saves rupees 50,000. So we can write amount C save is equal to rupees 50,000. Now if 1,50,000 is her earning and her saving is rupees 50,000, so we can say that amount she spent, because here we have to amount she spent is equal to rupees 1,50,000 minus rupees 50,000, which is equal to rupees 1 lakh. Now let us see the first one. We have to find out the ratio. Find the ratio of money that Seema earns and money that she saves. So we can say that ratio of earning to saving. Earning is, here we can see it is rupees 1,50,000 upon her saving is rupees 50,000. 1 2 3 4 40 here, 40 here, cut rupees cut. This is 3:1, 3 upon 1. So the ratio is equal to 3:1. So the amount ratio of earning, her earning to her saving is 3:1. Then in B, we have to find out the money that she, ratio of the money that she save to the money that she spend. So we can say ratio of saving to spending. The ratio of her saving is rupees 50,000 upon her earning is rupees 1 lakh. Rupees cut, 40 here, 40 here, 5 upon 2, which we can cut and say it is 1 upon 2. So 1/2, which is equal to 1:2. So the ratio of her saving to her spending is 1:2. Now question number 9 is same. We just have to find out the ratio. Question number 10 also the same thing. Then question number 11 also the same way it is here. Let us see question number 12. Now let us see question number 12. In question number 12 it is given that cost of a dozen pen is rupees 180 and cost of 8 ball pen is rupees 56. Find the ratio of cost of a pen to a cost of a ball pen. So here it is given first cost, we have to find out the cost for a single unit here. So let us see here cost of a dozen pen. Cost of a dozen pens is equal to given rupees 180. Then therefore we can say that cost of a pen is equal to rupees 180 upon 12, which is equal to rupees 15. Means cost of a pen is equal to rupees 15. In the same way we have to find out the cost of a ball pen also. The cost of, it is given cost of 8 ball pen is rupees 56. So we have to find out cost of 1 ball pen. So cost of 8 ball pen is equal to rupees 56. So cost of, now cost of 8 ball pens is equal to rupees 56. Therefore cost of 1 ball pen, you can say cost of a ball pen is equal to rupees 56 upon 8, which is equal to rupees 7. Now we have to find out the ratio of cost of pen to a cost of ball pen. So we can say now ratio of cost of a pen to the cost of a ball pen is equal to, we can say rupees, cost of a pen is rupees 15 upon rupees 7. Rupees cut, so it is 15 is to 7. So the cost of a pen to the cost of a ball pen is 15 is to 7. Now let us see question number 14. Question number 14 is given here that divide 20 pens between the Sheila and Sangeeta in the ratio 3 is to 2. We can say that here it is Sheila's part is equal to 3 and another is Sangeeta's part is equal to 2. Sheila's part is equal to 3. Sangeeta's part is equal to 3. So total part is equal to 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. Total 5 parts are there. From that 3 parts are of Sheila, 2 parts are of Sangeeta. Now we have to divide 20 pens. Okay, so between Sheila and Sangeeta. So we can write here pens of Sheila's. So when we divide it, it is Sheila's part is 3 upon total part is 5. So 3 into upon 5 multiply by 20, because total pens are 20. So 3 upon 5 into 20, which is equal to this 5 4s are 3 into 4, which is equal to 12. So Sheila got 12 pen. Here pens of Sangeeta is equal to 2 upon 5 multiplied by 20, 2 into 4, which is equal to 8. So Sangeeta got 8 pens. So in this way we can divide the pen between Sheila and Sangeeta. And then question number 15 is again the same thing, same way you have to divide. Okay, first we have to find out the ratio of their age and then we have to divide it. Question number 16 also you can do by yourself. So here we end our exercise 12.1. This exercise 12.1 you have to do in your notebook. Thank you.